Okay, so I just know a lot of you looked at the title of this video and looked at me fully sideways. Listen, I needed something fun and whimsical. Finals brutally killed me, so we kind of need something to bounce back with. I got this lovely random idea in the middle of the night last night and decided, yeah, I'm gonna record and make an entire video out of this because I feel like it. So yes, hello and welcome to ranking Tekken characters based on if I could/would hit them with a rock. Listen, I was gonna make another video about guest characters and then threw away the whole script. We needed something, okay? Leave me alone. So I pulled up Tier Maker here, and I got this lovely idea in the middle of the night last night out of seemingly nowhere, so we're just gonna run with it because my intuition tells me to. But before we start the list, hey, I'm Zak Not Kyle, or Zak for short, and I love fighting games and I will make them your problem. I talk mainly about fighting games on this channel with a little side of RPG stuff if I feel like it, but I also discuss other pieces of pop culture that interest me. I'm also a streamer, a DJ, a party girl, and more, so subscribe here and to my Twitch for more content from me. And with all of that said, time to do whatever this video is. I don't know. We're having fun today. Okay, let's begin with some ground rules. So firstly, every character is from Tekken 8. I have all of them laid out here in this lovely little area of the tier list. Every single character that is shown here is Tekken 8 up to halfway through Season 2 because coincidentally Fakumram got revealed last night when I had this idea. So yeah, that worked out very nicely. Thanks, Bamco. And now I think we should go through the tiers so that way we can understand the entirety of this list. So we're gonna go from the top all the way down to the bottom. So starting with the top, we have bullseye accuracy. These are the characters I'm convinced I could hit with pinpoint accuracy from 100 yards away. Like, that rock is absolutely making contact, no question. Second tier is would hit with rock. Like, I'm going to try and hit them with the rock. I could probably do it from a good distance away, but like, we don't make guarantees, but there's absolutely an attempt there, and there's a good chance it's gonna happen. Third is a little doink. These are the characters where when I hit them with the rock, because I will, they're going to have a funny little sound effect play whenever it hits. Think of like any meme sound effect ever. Yeah, that's what these fuckers are getting hit with. Fourth tier is would try, will fail. Like, I'll try to throw it at these people, but it's not hitting whatsoever. They're just dodging it left and right. They knew it was happening. The middle tier and the fifth tier is wouldn't feel it. This is, yeah, they're probably gonna get hit by the rock, but yeah, they're not feeling anything. They're not even gonna know you did it. The sixth tier is too moisturized to be hit with a rock. These are the people where it's like, you're not even thinking that you're gonna throw a rock at them because they practice self-care and they're too stunning that you're just like, oh, I wouldn't have thought to do that to you. Carry on. Seventh tier is would throw a rock back. These are the people where if you hit them with the rock, they're going to hit you back. They just have one stashed away in their pocket for the right occasion. The eighth tier is Geodude on your 6. These are not people that retaliate with a rock. They're retaliating with boulders. Like, you gotta run. These people will not let up. And the ninth tier and the bottom tier is throwing the rocks. You followed them. They are the trendsetter here. They were doing it long before you. Okay, so now we have to rank all of the Tekken 8 characters into this lovely tier list of whether or not I would be able or could be able to hit them with a rock. Let's get into it. Okay, so first character is Alyssa. I personally think that she wouldn't feel it, only because she is a robot, so it's unclear how much physical pain she would actually be able to endure. Like, she may just think it didn't happen, or she would blame it on something else. Like, she did not feel this. This woman's head explodes. I don't know if a rock is gonna do anything to her, if we're gonna be real, so have fun. Okay, Asuka. I think Asuka is absolutely going in a little doink. I think some goofy-ass sound effects would happen as soon as it hits her little newsboy hat. Like, it's going to happen. And she's going to retaliate, but she doesn't have a rock on her, so she kind of has to go in a little doink. Okay, so next we have Azucena. I feel like Azucena is would try, will fail. Like, Azucena is kick-flipping around every single rock you throw at her, and a smile is on her face every time she does it. Like, she knew it was gonna happen. She might throw it in her coffee so that way it mixes well with her bean water. Who knows? The only thing we do know is that you are never hitting this woman with a rock. It's not gonna happen. Brian is absolutely throwing the rocks. Like, I'm sorry. There is nothing convincing me otherwise that he wasn't throwing rocks before you were. I would almost put him in Geodude on your 6, only because I'm pretty sure he's throwing boulders at everyone. Brian just feels like the type of kid who would play WWE wrestling with the neighborhood kids on the trampoline and then start throwing people into the fences, and then everybody kind of just has to pause and look around like, why did he take it that far? Yeah, this is what he's doing. Okay, next we have Claudio. Claudio, I think, is too moisturized to be hit with a rock. Like, I'm sorry, he's way too put together for that. Like, it's not gonna happen for you. You're never thinking that you're gonna be hitting him with a rock. This might be crazy, but I think Devil Jin is probably would throw a rock back. Like, I don't know, he has so much, like, anime edgy teen boy angst to him that I feel like all he would do is get really, really mad and then just throw one rock back. Like, he is not Geodude on your 6. Like, he's not gonna retaliate that hard. He's probably just gonna whine and bitch and moan. Okay, then we have Dragunov. Dragunov, I feel like it could either be would hit with rock or Geodude on your 6, and I'm personally more so inclined to do would hit with rock. I feel like Dragunov just takes way too much work to get riled up to the point of Geodude on your 6, so we're gonna leave him in would hit with rock, because you probably could. I personally think Fang, if he was hit by a rock, wouldn't feel it, so he's gonna go in wouldn't feel it. No, I feel like he just has way too big of a concentration. Like, it's just not gonna happen, or it's gonna hit the really big shoulder piece he has, and then he definitely won't feel it. He might hear it, but he's not gonna feel it. I feel like Hwoarang is would try, will fail. Like, nothing is getting past that Dragon Kick, that bane of my existence of a move. Like, you're gonna try, he's just gonna parry it every single time, or he's gonna move faster than you're able to throw the rock at him. I feel like Jack 8 is Geodude on your 6. Like, he's not Brian, where he's gonna be throwing the rocks back at you, but he does throw buildings. So I think if you throw a rock at him, he's going to be Geodude on your 6. Like, you're kind of cooked, and he's gonna take it too far. I feel like because Devil Jin is in would throw a rock back, I feel like Jin is just would hit with rock. To be honest, I don't even know if Jin would really react, but I know you could probably hit him with a rock if you tried. Okay, so we have June. I think June is also too moisturized to be hit with a rock. Like, she is far too unbothered to be engaging in this nonsense, especially because of her amazing nose job upgrade from T2 to T8. Like, yeah, you're not thinking of throwing a rock at her. You're just stunned. Kazuya. Okay, I think Kazuya is actually kind of an interesting one, because I feel like he could be in wouldn't feel it, would throw a rock back, a Geodude on your 6, or is throwing the rocks. But I personally think he would be in Geodude on your 6. Like, he's gonna retaliate far harder than Jack 8 will. And Jack 8 is throwing buildings at you. Like, truthfully, you're not ready for what Devil Kazuya has in store if you hit him with a rock. I think King is also in wouldn't feel it. Like, truthfully, I think he is far too unbothered to feel it. That or it's gonna hit his fat cape and he's just not gonna feel a damn thing. Kuma 100% is throwing the rocks. There's no contest. I feel like personally though, he's throwing it more out of like wanting you to play with him instead of the malicious intent that Brian has going on over here. Brian is throwing to do damage. Kuma is throwing because it's funny. So yeah, he's not really doing anything wrong. He's just throwing rocks. I think Lars would throw a rock back, if not for hitting him, for hitting Alyssa. Lars would absolutely retaliate and probably get very annoyed. I just don't think he's really going to be doing much. He's just going to throw a rock back because he's pissed off. But he's definitely not as angry as Devil Jin is. I think Lee is also too moisturized to be hit with a rock. Like, I'm sorry, there's just, you're not thinking of hitting him with a rock. To be honest with him, I think you're just like far more invested in not getting hit by a low heat engage. So yeah, hitting him with a rock is just not on my to-do list. And besides, he's too moisturized and has eye protection. Like, yeah, we're cooked. I think Leo is absolutely a little doink. Like, it's gonna happen and a goofy ass sound effect's gonna hit as soon as you hit him with it. Like, I don't really know what else to say. It just feels a little bit too definitive. Leroy is absolutely Geodude on your 6. If you hit this man with a rock, it's going to be some Tekken 7 Season 3 Leroy Smith immediate drop level shenanigans coming your way. Like, he would not play around. The dubious behavior that's going to occur as soon as he feels that rock connect with his temple, oh, sing your prayers. Now, Lily's a bit of an interesting case because Lily absolutely strikes me as the type of person who would be an anime cyberbully in another life. However, she is rich, so she's too moisturized to be hit with a rock. It's just kind of par for the course. And unlike Leroy, who would actually retaliate, Lily is just far too unbothered to even be in your presence. So if you even try to hit her with a rock, yeah, no, she's not gonna care. But she's too moisturized to be hit with a rock to begin with, so she automatically goes here. I don't know why, even though I think Law would retaliate, bullseye accuracy. I think I could ding this man with a boulder, a rock, a pebble, a piece of gravel even. It's just gonna happen. He feels way too easy and way too good of target practice to not hit with a rock from 100 yards away. Like, it just feels natural to me. I don't know why. It's just specifically him, it feels right. I feel like Nina could either go in too moisturized to be hit with a rock or Geodude on your 6. I'm personally putting her in Geodude on your 6 because of a later inclusion in the list. But yeah, Nina is not gonna fuck around. She literally has been bringing guns into the game where you fight with your fists for decades now. Like, yeah, she's taking it from 0 to 60 immediately. I feel like Panda wouldn't feel it. She would not know that you're hitting her with a rock. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Also, the person hitting her with the rocks is not you, it's absolutely Kuma. So even more so, she's probably more oblivious to it. I feel like Paul is would hit with rock, mainly because it does kind of look like somebody hit his hair with a big rock and then it fell over. So I definitely think that the accuracy could be there. It's just I don't have the confidence that I could hit him as many times as I could with Law. It's just these three currently in the would hit with rock tier just quite aren't on the level of target practice that one could have with Law. Okay, so then we have Raven. I think Raven is would try, will fail. Like, I truly do not believe anyone could plausibly get a hit on Raven with a rock. It's just not gonna happen. He's gonna know about it way too early. Like, it's not even a parry, it's just you're never hitting him. I personally think Reina would either throw a rock back or is in a little doink territory, but I think a little doink is a little bit more fitting for her. A spring sound effect would absolutely happen if it bounced off her hair, and that's just way too funny for it not to go in a little doink. I think Shaheen, after some deliberation, would probably be in either a little doink or would hit with rock. I'm personally more inclined to say it would hit with rock, though. I don't think we're getting any sound effects out of him. I just think I could hit Shaheen with a rock. If I had a slingshot, even easier. I personally feel like Steve would be throw a rock back, but not for the reasons of Devil Jin and Lars, where they're doing it out of retaliation. Steve just thinks that it's a fun game, and he's just rolling with the punches, quite literally. Like, truthfully, I think he's fine with it. He might even join in with you throwing rocks. I personally think Victor is would try, will fail, probably for similar reasons to both Hwoarang and Raven, where you're probably not hitting him, and even if you did, he's gonna parry that shit with a sword. Like, good luck, bro. Victor, having all the weapons that he has, just makes him immune to getting hit with a rock from a few meters away. It's not in the cards. Now, weirdly, I think Xiao Yu is in would hit with rock. I don't think she would have any sound effect with her. I also don't think I could get her with pinpoint accuracy because of her stances, so I think would hit with rock, I think, is fitting for her. She's perfectly able to be hit with a rock from a few meters away with decent accuracy, but not 100% accuracy. Okay, so then we have Yoshimitsu. I think Yoshimitsu is absolutely Geodude on your 6. If you fuck with Yoshimitsu and throw a rocket, bro, you're just cooked. You're incinerated, sliced in half. It's over. He's not retaliating with rocks. He's paying with your life. Have so much fun. You're absolutely cooked, but enjoy yourself. Zafina is just too moisturized to be hit with a rock. She could also go in Geodude on your 6 because of having the power of Azazel, but also, like, she's way too unbothered for any of this. Her and Claudio just have very similar reasons why they would not be able to be hit with a rock. Like, I'm sorry, pack it up. Good luck trying, if you even think to. So moving into the DLC characters, I think Eddie is a little doink. I think hitting him would cause a small little sound effect to occur. He would be very angry that he got hit. Not angry, just angry. Lydia is probably would try, will fail, because she is a prime minister, so she has security. Like, I don't actually think you would even be able to get in range to be able to hit her with a rock. So you could try, but like, it's not gonna happen. Heihachi is Geodude on your 6, like, without hesitation. Like, this man does so much shit out of spite, and he, like, throws his own children off of cliffs for doing a minor inconvenience. Yeah, no, he's going to retaliate with boulders. I feel like I could absolutely hit Clive with bullseye accuracy, if for no other reason because I hate him so much. Pure rage would absolutely make me be able to hit this man from 100-meter distance with a rock. It's gonna happen. I personally think Anna is throwing the rocks because of the fact that Nina is Geodude on your 6. I think Anna is throwing rocks at Nina. Nina is Geodude on your 6ing Anna, and then Anna's just throwing more boulders at Nina, and then it just turns into an avalanche on both sides that doesn't end. It's a very healthy relationship that they have, I think. I hesitated on putting Fakumram into Geodude on your 6. I personally don't think that would be the case, though. I think he's more would throw a rock back, but in silent retaliation. Like, he's not gonna crash out in the way that, like, Devil Jin would. He's just gonna be vaguely pissed off, seethe, and then throw one back, and then say nothing. He's more of, like, a silent seether. Like, he's not gonna openly express that to you. Okay, so this is the final very dumb tier list that I thought of randomly last night and decided to make into a video. What do you think of my picks? Are there any that you think you would be able to hit with bullseye accuracy? Are there any you think would be too moisturized to be hit with a rock? What do you think? Like, what's the vibe here on these characters? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want me to do this again for some reason, even though this is a very stupid tier list, let me know. I will do this again, because this was kind of fun. And with that, I'm gonna go probably work on a more serious video, unless this one somehow gets your guys' attention and you want me to do more stupid shit like this. Bye!